Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream. Life is but a dream. Life is whatever we make up. Your reality are things you've decided. There are no rules in life. Life is not fair. You hear that all the time. You're exactly right. Successful people take advantage of that. There is no reality. We buy into rules. We buy into ideas. Like right now, if at this door right here, if a naked man came out of that door and ran through the room here, we could do a survey up and down the rows, and we would probably get 30 different versions of what people, their opinion on what that was. Somebody say, well, that was obnoxious. Someone would say, that's the funniest thing I ever saw. This. And we all saw the same thing, but we all interpreted it differently. So our reality is something we decide. See, because how could we all sit here and hear the same information and walk away with something different? Because we all determine our own reality. So if your dreams are a nightmare, that's a choice. If your dreams are less than, then that's a choice. If your dreams are serious, that's a choice. You chose them, you hold them, and you believe them. And I said the first day, the first thing we're going to have to do is, if you want something different, is to challenge your belief system. I spent a year in Vietnam. And one of the things I noticed as soon as I got to Vietnam was that everybody had a water buffalo, like about a 5,000-pound water buffalo, and they chew this stuff, and they are ugly animals. And oftentimes in the evening, they would have their water buffalo in their hut. They would take them in their house. And you know what? I thought maybe it was a fad that was catching on. And I came back to the United States, and it never caught on here. That's kind of a weird deal. It's like, well, why doesn't anybody keep a water buffalo in their living room? It was real over there. That was reality. Why aren't we doing it here? Because it has no value. Your reality has value. What you believe has value. Otherwise, you wouldn't hold on to it. You wouldn't put a water buffalo in your living room unless it had value. Unless you were moving rice or whatever that is. Your dreams right now, whether you think they are what you want or not, are designed because you find value in them. And so we get to decide how we change our reality. We get to decide how we change our dreams. We can be a spectator in life and believe that everybody else gets their dreams, or we can be a participant in life. We can row our own boat, we can set our own dreams, we can change our own mind, we can change our own reality, we can look at life differently. Anybody see Groundhog Day? Great movie if you really paid attention. Every day he got up and life sucked. Every day was the same. And one day he decided he was done, that he was going to make something of it. And he started to build his day, and while the day was exactly the same, he decided to change his attitude, change his reality, and start helping people, and his whole reality changed. Do you remember that? That is exactly how life works. I can guarantee you, you can change your attitude, go back next week and do your life exactly the way you did this past week, and it can be 100% better just by changing your attitude. Now, you may want to change some of the circumstances, but what I'm saying is we get to decide that, just like in Groundhog Day. We get to decide how we view our life, what our reality is, and it's all based on our perception. So the question is how have you been rowing your boat? What do you want to do different? When are you going to get started on it? Do you really think you have the convenience of thinking you're going to be here tomorrow? Or a year, or 5 years, or 10 years? Do you really believe that? I know we somehow think I'm going to be around for a lot longer. But the reality is we don't know that. And are there things we need to get to? And this is not about fear-based panic stuff. This is just about getting clear about who we are, what we want, and where we're going.